Me, I picked them to beat the Golden State Warriors and get that spot. Second seed is outplaying expectations. So now the next thing for this team and Ja is how do you shed the underdog label and now understand that you're about to be one of the 100 because of your seeding. I think they're ready for the challenge.
Every city has their hometown heroes. Penny Hardaway is ours. You came up at the same time. Obviously, you played with the Fab Five. Penny at then Memphis State. Now he's coaching, as is your former teammate Juwan Howard. What's it like for you to see Penny coaching after playing against him in the NBA?
So Penny also tall point guard, and players like us idolized Magic Johnson, 6'9" point guard, Steve Smith, 6'8" point guard. Those were kind of the only couple of guys that got drafted to be tall point guards before us. And I'll never forget seeing Penny play, and I was like, he better than me. Like, the athleticism he got is crazy, and really marveling his game, and then watching how he balled in Orlando. And he's one of the people I always talk about, for those that didn't get a chance to see him play, of what would have happened if he hadn't gotten injured. And so he would definitely be considered to me not only a Hall of Famer, but an all-time great. But to now watch he and Juwan coach and lead young men is awesome. It seems like a time that's overdue in a lot of ways. When you look at collegiate sports, it seems like the former players in football and in basketball don't necessarily always get that opportunity, A, to reinvest in their craft and to be head coaches, but also to do it at their alma maters. And for both of those guys to be doing it and having great success. Penny Hardaway also just recruited someone I just interviewed, Hansel Emmanuel. For those that don't know, a terrific young man, a talented basketball player, and despite having one arm, he's one of the best basketball players you're gonna see. And I admire Penny for offering him a scholarship, one of the 3 teams to do so, just like I admire the fact that Juwan is leading the University of Michigan Wolverines currently in the Sweet 16.
You are in town to check out the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Nets. We have our own superstar in Ja Morant. What have you noticed about his game that differentiates itself from other guards in the NBA and other guards that you've seen in your career?
So for me, Ja is a combination of the athleticism of Derrick Rose and the charisma of Allen Iverson. Like, he reminds me of a combination of both of those guys. And the best compliment I paid to Ja when I first met him before he even got drafted, he came to New York and he was on our show Get Up. I appreciated that he sounded older than he is. For a lot of youngsters, that might go over your head. But when I say he sounds older than he is, that means he's wise beyond his years. When you have a guy so very young in his career who's already been an all-star, who's playing on the current number 2 seed, so you have the superstar, but you also have the great team. Because they're 13-3 without him this year. Bain starting 68 games, averaging 18 points, locking down on defense. You're going to get Dylan Brooks back, who I call my favorite irrational confidence guy that's happened in the league. Their bigs have been giving them quality minutes. And obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. has superstar potential. So I see great player in Memphis and great team in Memphis. Great coach in Taylor Jenkins. And so AC last year wasn't a fluke to me. I picked them to beat the Golden State Warriors and get that spot. Second seed is outplaying expectations. So now the next thing for this team and Ja is how do you shed the underdog label and now understand that you're about to be one of the 100 because of your seeding. I think they're ready for the challenge.
Bucks won a championship last year. We're starting to see maybe a little bit more of a trend of small market teams trying to do a little something in the playoffs. What do small market teams like Memphis have to continue to do in order to have back-to-back shots in deep playoff runs?
I got you, Memphis. You ready for this? You need loyalty from your superstar player. That's actually what you need. And here's what Memphis, I'll give you some breaking news. Ja ain't going nowhere. That's what you need. You need investment from your best player. That's what the Bucks had. Remember, everybody was saying Giannis should leave. And not only did he stay, he re-signed before the season. And people were talking about his coach was going to be a lame duck. They win a championship and his coach get an extension. That's what I see here in Memphis. An investment from Ja Morant, a superstar you can build around, great young talent, players that I mentioned, and now you have something special going forward.